Wow, good morning, my fellow students. Before I start this program, I want to formally introduce myself to you. My name is Udele Venus Ifan Ichiku, a student of International Islamic College. I studied diploma in business. I want to use medium to educate and enlighten you the importance of traveling. Not just traveling within your country, but traveling outside your country. For instance, traveling from Mauritius to Australia, traveling from Nigeria to Mauritius, and traveling from Singapore to Malaysia, or from Malaysia to Singapore. I want to let you know that travel is part of life. There is an adage that says that travel is part of education. The more you travel, the more wise you become, and the more awareness you got. I want to break it down and give you some important reasons and important benefits of traveling. When you travel outside your country of origin, like when you travel from Malaysia to Australia, first of all, you have to see the way of life in Australia, Australian culture, their history, their pattern of dressing, their way of eating, their way of life. When you travel from outside your home, most important thing, it makes you to learn people's language. Like I travel from my country of origin, Nigeria, to Malaysia. By the end of my academic program, I should be able to speak Malaysia. That's very important for my life. When you travel from your country of origin to other part of the world, it makes you to see people diversity. It makes you to people different way of living. Again, when you travel outside your country of origin to other people's culture, it makes you to be tolerant. It makes you to be friendly. It makes you to be innovative. It makes you to be more talented. Than when you go back to your country of origin, you impact in your country both economically and politically. One of the reasons why America is a great country today, because when you go to any country, America have their companies there. They have American education there. That's why the economy is very strong. I urge you, my fellow students, to endeavor to travel. You can travel to Singapore. You can travel to Thailand. It's very cheap. When you travel with your family, it reduces your stress, and it makes your love for your family, your kids, and your wife right to be strong. I want to end this program. I remain my humble self. Thank you very much for
Hello
listening.
everyone, my name is Udog Emmanuel Smart. I'm from Nigeria. I'm a student of International Islamic College here in Malaysia. I'm a member of the associate group. Today we'll be talking about the importance of traveling. First, what is traveling? Traveling is the best way to get out of your comfort zone and invite you to experience life in another dimension. The experience in traveling is not what we learn from school. It's something we experience when we travel. Traveling is the best way of life. Traveling helps our life. It improves our life. It improves our mental capability. It makes us learn new things. Traveling helps us to mingle with people. It helps us to fraternize with people. When you travel, it gives you the opportunity to work in koinonia with people that you travel to meet. Now, the importance of traveling. It helps your mindset. When you travel, you learn new things. You learn another way of life. It helps your mind from thinking from negative to positive. It widens your horizon. Traveling makes you smarter because when you learn new things, it helps you to explore. Traveling helps you to meet people and learn their culture. When you travel, you meet new people. You associate with people. You mingle with people so that you will learn new things. Traveling helps you to see things in another dimension. There is this saying that said, it is better to see something once than to hear about it 1,000 times. Yes, it is better to see something once than to hear about it 1,000 times. Because when you travel, you see things. You see things that you've been hearing about. When you travel, you see things that will change your life. When you travel, you meet people. You learn other people's culture different from your culture. You widen your horizon when you travel. Travel improves our life. Travel helps us to be smarter. It makes us to learn things in another form. When you travel, the most important thing when you travel is to try to learn other people's language, because when you learn their language, it helps you to communicate with them. It gives you this courage to associate more with them. When you travel, it helps you to know things which you never knew when you were in your place. Traveling helps us to understand people and their way of life and their belief and their religion. When you travel, you notice that we have varieties of religion and we have varieties of human beings. So when you travel, you try to learn all these things. When you travel, you experience new things like food. Just like here in Malaysia, there are different types of food, different from the ones we've been eating back home. Yes, when you travel, you taste different foods, you taste different things. The knowledge we acquire when we travel is different from the knowledge you acquire in school. Because when you travel, you experience a first class and a first hand knowledge. But when you are in school, you try to learn the experience that someone has already acquired, which is not the first class experience. When you travel, you learn things originally. You learn people's culture, you learn their way of life, you learn many things about them. Traveling helps you to be smarter than the way you used to be. When you travel, you understand life in another form. Traveling helps your life. Traveling educates. When you travel, you acquire more knowledge. You acquire more knowledge that will help you to explore when you get back home. There are many things you learn when you travel. Traveling makes you to be more wiser than you used to be, because you've experienced life in another form, in another dimension. So I urge all my friends to at least make out time to travel, because when you travel, you understand life from a different form. You acquire more knowledge and add to what you have, so that when you come back to your place of abode, you explore the experience that you have acquired when you travel. Traveling helps our life. It increases our lifespan, because when you travel, you free yourself from your former day-to-day activities and stress. So I urge everyone to at least one day make out time to travel, because the experience you get when you travel is far more better than the experience you acquire when you are in school, because not everything is being taught in school. So I urge all my friends and my loved ones to make out time to travel, because the experience is very lovely. Thank you.
Hello, my fellow students. Good morning to you all. Before I will start this program, I would like to introduce myself to you all. My names are Uchechukwu Mandinjalu. I am from Nigeria. I am a student of Islamic College, Malaysia. I study diploma in business. I'm here to talk about the disadvantages of traveling. Traveling costs money. First, your visa will be ready. You must go for your visa. After that, all your hotel reservation must be available and your flight tickets. Traveling to a different country, you must pass through immigration and customs, which can be enable you to cross. And going to a country which you have never been before, or we have been there, you must face their law. You must follow their rules and regulations of the country. You will not be free as you are in your country. You must face language problem, their cultures. You will meet different types of people. You must meet different types of people, and you must carry money around that will help you, that you can for your feeding money. You will see different things with different ways. For example, traveling to a foreign country, language may be the problems, but if you can speak, it will enable you to travel. If you speak English, it will enable you to travel to different nations, to your country, to different nations all over the world. And another disadvantage of traveling, you have to miss your families, your loved ones. You will miss your loved ones, and they will miss you, and you will miss them. So that is all I have to say about travel, the disadvantage of traveling. Thank you, my fellow students. But I wish all of you to travel so that you can have such a lovely experience. It's part of learning also. The disadvantage is part of learning. It will enable you to learn more about the other country traditions. Thank you all.